Peter Montgomery, who's a senior fellow with People for the American Way Foundation, Charles Anderson and Eric Emmerich, and Billy Jones Hennon. Is Billy Jones Hennon here? Richard Sylvester. Is Richard Sylvester here? You are Mr. Sylvester?
Yes, I am.
Excellent.
Mr. Mendelson, my partner and I will be speaking together. It'll be 3 minutes.
Okay. Let's begin with Mr. Montgomery.
Thank you, Chairman Mendelson and council members. My name is Peter Montgomery. I'm a longtime D.C. resident and a senior fellow at People for the American Way, a national organization that mobilizes Americans to promote and protect core constitutional values. I'm very happy to be here on behalf of hundreds of thousands of Americans from every state and the District of Columbia to support the Religious Freedom and Civil Marriage Equality Act. People for the American Way's Board of Directors endorsed marriage equality in 1996, and since then, People for and its affiliated foundation have supported many legal and political efforts to achieve that goal. The principle is simple: equality under the law. It's at the heart of what it means to be an American. It's a vision of the kind of country we want to live in, and it's the energizing value behind this legislation. People for the American Way also champions religious liberty, and this legislation advances both these core constitutional principles. It treats committed couples equally under D.C. law, and it protects the right of every denomination and congregation to make their own decisions about which unions to bless. We believe some of the opposition to marriage equality is based on confusion or misinformation about its impact on preachers and churches, and religious liberty will be protected under this law. America has overcome many shortcomings because people were willing to stand up for the nation's ideals, and we're grateful that so many council members are showing that kind of leadership by co-sponsoring this legislation, which will put our capital city on the side of the Constitution and on the side of history. People for the American Way urges its passage. I'm also here as a Ward 5 homeowner and taxpayer and a man who hopes to marry the man I love. In 1980, I came to D.C. to go to college and made it my home. 20 years later, I met a soulmate. He moved to D.C. in 2001, and he too has made the city his home, founding a neighborhood arts group and becoming active in the literary community. When Dan and I fell in love, getting married wasn't even an option, but we've made a life together. It's Dan I wake up with every morning and hope to grow old with, and we know how fortunate we are to live in a city where we can live openly. One day last year, I thought I was having a heart attack and went to the hospital. I was fine, but while lying there, I thought of every real-life horror story of a gay partner kept away from a loved one during a time of crisis, even people who did everything right, if you can call it right, that you have to carry around a stack of legal documents to prove your relationship. What if I were really in trouble and couldn't have Dan at my side? What would happen to him or to our house? I don't want our relationship to be haunted by those questions, so I asked Dan to marry me. We thought about going to a state that treats couples equally, but D.C. is our home, and we want to get married here, and we're hoping to do that next year. I thank you and all the advocates who have worked so hard to make that statement even possible. Please support this legislation. You'll make my mother very happy.
Thank you, Mr. Montgomery. Mr. Anderson and Mr. Emmerich.
Thank you. Thank you, council member.